Red Dot United has expressed grave concerns following a recent derailment on the East-West SMRT line, citing what it sees as serious deficiencies in SMRT's maintenance protocols and questioning the overall safety of Singapore's public transportation network. The disruption, which spanned several days and affected over 1 million commuters, exposed what RDU claims are significant risks in operational safety. According to the Land Transport Authority, the derailment involved a first-generation train that has been in service for over 35 years. The train was being towed back to the depot when its axle box dislodged, leading to the derailment. This incident caused extensive damage to rail infrastructure, including 34 breaks over a 1.6-kilometre stretch of track between Jurong East and Buona Vista stations. In its statement on Friday, RDU argued that had the derailment occurred with passengers on board, the consequences could have been catastrophic. RDU has raised concerns about whether the derailment could have been avoided with better maintenance practices. The axle box, a critical component of the train, is designed for heavy-duty use, and RDU cited experts who suggest that failures of this nature are rare. The party highlighted that improper installation or failure to replace defective parts may have contributed to the derailment, questioning SMRT's preventive and predictive maintenance practices. RDU also pointed out a statement from SMRT's chairman, who previously mentioned the goal of avoiding over-maintenance to balance costs and service reliability. Although this comment was not made in connection with the current incident, RDU has raised concerns about whether SMRT's maintenance standards were compromised in favour of profitability. The party noted that metro systems around the world operate older trains, but with rigorous maintenance procedures. According to RDU, the issue lies not in the age of Singapore's trains, but in whether SMRT has been diligent in maintaining and modernising its fleet. In addition to the derailment, RDU has expressed concerns about the safety protocols followed during the disruption on 25 September 2024. During this incident, over 850 commuters were forced to evacuate and walk along the tracks after a power trip caused a train to stall. RDU highlighted the elevated nature of the East-West line and questioned whether adequate safety supervision was in place during the evacuation to protect commuters. They also raised concerns about passengers with acrophobia and whether provisions were made for their safety and well-being. RDU further highlighted the frustrations of some affected commuters, with one commuter reporting that despite leaving Pasir Ris at 8 a.m., they still had not reached their workplace by 2:30 p.m. According to RDU, such delays and the apparent chaos reflect poor contingency planning, and the party questioned whether the safety of all passengers had been fully considered. In their statement, RDU noted SMRT Trains' financial success in 2023, with after-tax profits reaching 42.5 million Singapore dollars, a significant increase from 11.2 million Singapore dollars in 2022. Much of this revenue, the party stated, comes from substantial government subsidies, over 2 billion Singapore dollars annually, with an additional 300 million Singapore dollars last year. Despite this financial support, RDU questioned why service failures and extensive damage still occurred, implying that SMRT may be prioritizing profitability over safety. RDU also pointed out the upcoming public transport fare increase in December, which will see adult fares rise by 10 cents per journey and concession fares by 4 cents. The party argued that commuters should not bear the burden of fare hikes until they are assured of improved service quality and safety. RDU has called for a pause on fare increases until SMRT demonstrates that commuter safety and service reliability are being prioritised over profits. RDU Secretary-General Ravi Faliman called for a thorough and transparent investigation into the derailment and the service disruption that followed. He urged the Minister for Transport and SMRT to take full responsibility for the incident. Commuters deserve a safe, reliable, affordable, and comfortable public transport system, especially in a city as modern and developed as Singapore, Faliman stated. Faliman also pointed out that Singapore's public transportation system has faced increasing pressure due to population growth and urban development. According to RDU, these issues were foreseeable and should have been addressed earlier. The party believes the incremental rise in overcrowding on public transport has strained the infrastructure, and RDU has attributed this to a failure by the government to act in time to address the root causes. RDU is advocating for a balanced approach to improving Singapore's public transport system, combining technological advancements with an expansion of physical infrastructure to meet the demands of a growing population. While efficiency improvements, such as automation, have enhanced certain aspects of the transport network, RDU emphasised that infrastructure must expand in tandem with population growth to address challenges such as overcrowding and delayed services. In concluding its statement, RDU called for the Minister for Transport to personally guarantee that safety, affordability, comfort, and sustainability will be prioritised in the operation of the SMRT system. Singaporeans deserve nothing less than the best from the world's highest paid ministers, Philemon said.